When we were growing up Pentecostal, the cross was always front and center. And it was an empty cross because we were focusing specifically on the resurrection of Jesus. But typically, especially in the Assemblies of God, it was always an old, rugged cross that we took a lot of pride in, and it was usually front and center, right in the middle of the stage, so that it was something that people could concentrate on right when they walked in, and something that they could always look up to and concentrate on during the worship service. What we started to notice as we were worshiping in different various churches in the Protestant denominations was that the focus on the performance was taking precedent over the focus of the cross. And a lot of the crosses were starting to come down, being replaced by black backdrops, more lights, and smoke machines, because it was all about the experience of the person coming into the church, and they wanted it to be dynamic enough to where you would feel like you took something out of the service. And that was a trend that we started seeing across the board over probably a decade. I remember distinctly a conversation I had where we were playing in a church, and there was always a cross behind us on stage, and the cross had come down one week, and I remember asking why the cross had come down, and they said that they had taken it down because they felt like they weren't getting a good enough response from people, and it may be offensive to some. So because of the offensiveness of the cross, they felt like it needed to come down. However, they thought replacing it with maybe a neon cross in the future, or a cross that was digitally enhanced somehow to where they could remove it or bring it back to the center stage when they needed to based on the lighting, would be a little more acceptable than having something hanging from the ceiling constantly. I'll never forget the first time when my kids experienced a cross center stage at a church was when I was watching a mass online in the morning, and my son came downstairs really early to watch with me. And he turned to me and said, "Dad, why is there a cross on the screen, and why is Jesus hanging from it?" And it was an absolutely beautiful moment, because it was right there when I realized that not only was the symbol lost to him, but he wasn't sure why there was a person hanging from it, and he had never made the connection that that was the same Jesus that had to die for our sins that was hanging on that cross and being symbolically portrayed in that church. So it was a very moving and touching experience for us to be able to see the importance of the cross in the church as a specific identity of Christianity. The cross without Christ, I believe Fulton Sheen said it was actually it's a torture tool, right? And the cross with Christ is love. And so when you separate the cross from Christ, you're separating the love from the agony, and you're separating what Jesus did for us from the resurrection. And you can't look at both of those without looking at them as a whole. The reason why he was resurrected on the third day was because he decided to die for our sins, and it was out of love.